yourself represented by someone who will take decisions in your behalf. It's another way. It's use another new technologies, so you can take action and take part of the real decision. So you vote on real decisions. And we want for our constitution, for instance, to have a constitutional right for access to information. You know, the old regime left a lot of corruption in Tunisia. It's rooted into the administrations and everywhere. So Tunisians are very eager for transparency. And I think it's time for having equivalent standards to Sweden in terms of access to information. So those mainly are the main issues, the main proposition for our future. But we can be even more ambitious. And I think if we adopt the idea of this new kind of citizenship, we could go even farther in new types of governance. But we need new technologies that I think we proved in Tunisia that social networks are basic infrastructure both of internet and for democracy, for societies, and for citizenship. So we could build better technology than what we have now, I mean Twitter, Facebook, and whatever, which are owned by private companies, and which pose a problem, and because most of the time those companies are foreign companies. We can build better technologies for, let's say, future evolutions.
And that is your next project, isn't it?
Yeah, this is
you will stop with politics
next.
and you will develop.
Yeah.
Could we just go back a step? Like the military, we still have this old infrastructure, is still there. I mean, you talk about all these changes. What was the role of the military and the security forces during the events? And now?
The military, let's talk about the security forces, the police. The police was hurt by what happened because it participated into violence with the different. It was itself corrupted and it supported a lot of Ben Ali regime. There have been recently reforms. For example, the political police has been dissolved in Tunisia, which made them have more support from Tunisians. But in the beginning, they did not have any support. There was mainly people were against the police. So military had to take on themselves to ensure security instead of the police, and because they had the trust of the population. So they did that work, and they did it well. And now both of them are leaving because we don't have any more security problems. I mean, all those militias.
This transition is already, it's been making now, this transition from sort of military regime into a more soft.
Yeah, it has never been a military regime. It's a military were just asked by the government, even if it's a temporary government, to ensure security when the police was not able to ensure it because of the population were not trusting them. So that's what happened.
So everybody was fed up with Ben Ali?
Yeah, even the military and security forces and everybody was. It's a revolution of a whole country, I must emphasize it, because people think that it's a youth revolution, but practically, when you think about it, what the youth did is simply protesting massively. But there has to be to have been help from security forces, from the military, from even members in the then government of Ben Ali to make this happen, because Ben Ali did not simply look watch videos on Facebook and get scared and go away. So it didn't happen like this. So it's really a revolution of the whole people of Tunisia. Everybody participated, even security forces.
And how was the feeling? I mean, you were in prison, but when you came out,
I came out January the 13th. It was the day before Ben Ali left, and it was on a decision made by Ben Ali because there was too much pressure on him, both from the outside of Tunisia and from the inside of Tunisia. There was pressure outside of Tunisia regarding my case, for example, because I was imprisoned for my opinions, and there was a huge pressure and a huge support from internet, from the world, and I have to thank everybody for helping me get out of prison. So there was this pressure, and he decided to open up a little bit to make he made this speech saying that he will not run for next elections. He will free the internet, that he will let people demonstrate, and he will get me out of prison the same day.
So you were this symbol. You had become a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, when you do politics, you never you don't stay a symbol a lot, because I got a lot of critics now. Everybody's against me since I am in the government.
That's politics. Yeah. So could we just? I mean, a few weeks later, or did you want to add something? No.
No,
because
it's okay.
Yeah, a few weeks later, this had spread to Cairo and to Egypt. And in the midst of all this commotion was this man, Mustafa al-Najjar, who also you were organizing the youth activities a bit on the Tahrir Square, but you also got shot in your leg. Could you tell us about that? No. You can say in Arabic.
Okay. في البداية أشكركم على هذا الوقت الذي ستسمعون فيه إلينا.
We take that from the beginning. Okay.
Sorry?
Again.
Yes. To start with, he would like to thank us for giving the opportunity to listen to him.
Madad, thank you. Will you translate, please? He's lost his voice.
Oh.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Sure.
Will you do it, Madad? Yeah. So this is.
I was telling Natalie.
I'm so sorry, I did not introduce him. He's the translator, and he just lost his voice.
Yes, it's young generation, and I'm old.
What can I say? So we take the new generation, Majid Abu Salama from Gaza, Palestine, and he will. Yes, sorry. Do you remember what he said?
Yeah. First, he want to thank you guys for coming here and listening to him.
أريد أن أشارككم لحظات إنسانية عشتها، وأريد أن نقترب من الثورة المصرية اقتراب مختلف غير الاقتراب السياسي.
He wanna participate with his feelings and with his humanity with you, and just be far away a bit from politics and just give you the story by himself, by his feeling.
سأتحدث كشاب مصري عاش لحظات لا يستطيع أن ينساها أبدا. سأتحدث في 3 محاور. المحور الأول ما قبل الثورة، المحور الثاني أثناء الثورة، المحور الثالث آفاق المستقبل.
I will speak as an Egyptian young person who just been inside the Liberation Square, who been participating in all this revolution in Egypt. And I will speak in 3 points. First point, before the revolutions. Second point is during the revolution. Third point is after the revolution, the future of the revolution.
المحور الأول هو ما قبل الثورة. كان هناك حالة من الإحباط في مصر. كانوا يحاربوننا دوما بسلاحين. السلاح الأول هو سلاح الخوف. السلاح الثاني هو سلاح اليأس. كانوا يقولون لنا دوما أننا لا نستطيع، وكنا نقول لهم أننا نستطيع. حين كسرنا حاجز الخوف وحين كسرنا حاجز اليأس صنعنا الثورة.
It was the people in Egypt were kind of upset or they don't have that positive energy to get that challenge and go inside the revolutions. They were the military forces and Mubarak. They having two weapons. The first weapons was the fear, and the second weapons was the negative energy. So they were telling them that you will not succeed. You will not ever succeed in this revolution. And they were telling them, let us see, and we will do it. So that is the 2 points that he's mentioned.
لم تكن الثورة حدث مفاجئ، كانت الثورة نتيجة تراكم طويل سواء من الاستبداد وسواء من يعني ضعف المؤشرات الاقتصادية وحالة الفقر التي كانت في مصر. وكان هناك في مصر يعني حراك اجتماعي كبير بدأ منذ فترة طويلة، ولكن كان هناك يعني أسباب من وجهة نظري أعتقد أنها أسباب أساسية. أولها يعني تزوير الانتخابات البرلمانية الأخيرة، ثانيها ازدياد انتهاك حقوق الإنسان وقتل أشخاص أبرياء مثل خالد سعيد، ثالثها ثورة تونس التي نعتبر أنها هي المفتاح السحري لبداية الثورة في مصر.
First, like the revolution, it was something maybe surprise you, but it was never surprise us, because it's something was in a movement, in a social movement that came after a lot of problem inside Egypt. The people were upset. The people they want to change. The people they have bad economic. They are poor. They are like maybe this. I can add it by myself. There is 35 persons under the poor lines in Egypt. So they're having a big economic issues, and also the biggest like why these social movements come. He defined it by 3 or 4 reasons. The first reason was faking the election, the last election last years, and second, increasing the violation against human rights. Third, it was the killing of Khalid Said, and the fourth one, it was the inspiration which they got from the Tunisian revolution.
اشتغلنا وعملنا في مسارين، مسار التعبئة في الشارع ومسار التعبئة الإلكترونية. الفيسبوك لم يصنع الثورة وحده، وإنما صنعها عمل في الشارع بالتوازي مع التعبئة عبر الإنترنت.
We work first during the revolutions in 2 points. Everybody think that we just work by Facebook, but let us come back and see. We work in the streets in a practical way. In the meantime, we work by the social networks in the internet, so not by Facebook alone. So we get started and we wanted to succeed.
كنا نذهب للفقراء في المناطق العشوائية والمناطق الفقيرة ونقول لهم أن الديمقراطية تساوي رغيف الخبز، والديمقراطية تساوي السكن الجيد، والديمقراطية تساوي فرص العمل الجيدة، وأن سبب مشكلتكم الأساسية هو غياب الديمقراطية، ولذلك عليكم أن تناضلوا حتى يحدث التغيير في مصر.
We were going to the poor areas and the poor people in all Egypt, telling them that all what happens inside Egypt because there is no democracy. So, and democracy is something not bad. So we just started to let them that, democracy in very simple way, democracy is like the mean